Hold on to your helmets, Bears fans, because what I am about to tell you will blow your mind. Our team is in the eye of the storm, and the news we have is more explosive than a last-second touchdown. First, are you ready for a bombshell that could shake the foundations of Soldier Field? Our star receiver, the heart of our offense, might be packing his bags. Yes, you heard that right. The player who has been the lifeline of our attack might be swapping the blue and orange for other colors. Is it crazy or a masterstroke? The answer will leave you speechless. But wait, this is just the beginning. Our offensive line has been a sieve, and the numbers don't lie. Sacks, pressures, frustrated runs, it's a nightmare that seems never-ending. But T here is light at the end of the tunnel, and I assure you that what's coming could completely change the game for the Bears. And to top it all off, brace yourselves, because this is big. As big as the Bear logo on our helmets. A name is echoing through the halls of Halas Hall. A name that could be the key to unlocking our team's dormant potential. This head coach candidate has everyone talking, and when you find out who it is, you'll understand why he might be the person to lead us back to glory. Don't you dare miss a second of this bombshell news. The Bears offseason is on fire, and you need to be in the know about every detail. So like, subscribe, and hit that bell, because on this channel, we live, breathe, and bleed blue and orange. Go Bears! I can't believe what I'm reading. Are we seriously talking about trading DJ Moore? Are you crazy? Look, Bears family, I'm going to tell you something, and I want you to listen carefully. Ben Solak from ESPN is suggesting that the Bears might send Moore to the Patriots. Excuse me? In what universe does this make sense? I ask you, how are we going to take away Caleb Williams' best offensive weapon? A receiver who, despite a down season by his standards, still gave us 6 touchdowns. Do you know how hard it is to find chemistry between a quarterback and a receiver in the NFL? It's extremely difficult. I am telling you this with all sincerity. DJ Moore is only 27 years old. He just signed a contract extension, and he is literally the most talented player on our roster. And now they want to trade him for a couple of mediocre picks? Don't make me laugh! I think this rumor is completely ridiculous, and I'll explain why. First, Keenan Allen probably isn't coming back. Second, Rome Odunze still has to prove his worth. And third, WHO's going to be Caleb's #1 receiver? Are the Patriots, Raiders, or Steelers going to give us something better than Moore? Please! Look, I understand that the 2024 season was a disaster. I know, but trading Moore would be like shooting ourselves in the foot. The chemistry between him and Williams is just beginning to develop. Why interrupt that? And I'll tell you something else. If the Bears even consider this idea, they would be making one of the biggest mistakes in the recent history of the franchise. And we've made some. Now, I want to ask you, loyal Bears fans, what do you think? Would you be willing to see DJ Moore in another uniform next season? Is it worth sacrificing Caleb Williams' development for some draft picks? Listen up, Bears family. Today we're going to talk about something that's got me fired up. 50 sacks in 4 consecutive seasons. We fell to 25th in rushing? This is unacceptable. And I ask you, how is it possible that we still have these problems on the offensive line? Look, I am telling you something. Ryan Poles has a golden opportunity to fix this. And do you know why? Because we have $54.5 million in cap space and multiple draft picks. No excuses. Do you want me to tell you the truth? Our best lineman is Teven Jenkins, and we don't even know if he's coming back. We have Coleman Shelton as center, who's as mediocre as a sandwich without ham. Please! But I believe T here is a solution. And I'll tell you what it is. We don't need the first round for everything. Did you know that only 4 of the 28 starting guards in the playoffs were first-round picks? Exactly! Braxton Jones is ranked among the top 20 tackles. Is he perfect? Can he improve? Absolutely! And what about centers? Look at the playoff teams. T here is talent in every round of the draft. I'll tell you something else. Why not go after Trey Smith from Kansas City in free agency? That's what I would do! And here is my question for you. Should the Bears use their 10th overall pick on the offensive line, or trust in finding talent in the later rounds? Because I am telling you this, if Poles doesn't fix this offensive line this year, we'll be having the same conversation next year, and nobody wants that. What do you think? What should be the priority? Guard? Tackle? Center? And remember, if we don't protect Caleb Williams, nothing else matters. I don't care what you say. Listen up, Bears family. Because what I'm about to tell you is absolutely incredible. Marcus Freeman? The Marcus Freeman from Notre Dame? The same one who's about to play for the national championship? Yes! That Marcus Freeman! And the Chicago Bears want to interview him to be our next head coach. I can't believe it. Let me tell you something, and I want you to pay close attention. This person is 39 years old, has a 33-9 record with Notre Dame, and is one step away from winning the first national championship for the Fighting Irish since 1988. That's impressive. And do you know what's the craziest thing about all this? Freeman was drafted by the Bears in 2009. It's like destiny is talking to yous. But wait, because it gets even better. Remember when I told you we had a list of candidates? Well, get ready, because it's a list that seems straight out of a Bears fan's dream. Brian Flores, Cliff Kingsbury, Todd Monken, Arthur Smith, and it goes on and on. It's like we're at a buffet of coaches and don't know where to start. Now I ask you, isn't it fascinating that we're considering someone like Freeman, a young guy full of energy who knows the Bears culture and is doing wonders at Notre Dame? Think about it. This person could be exactly what we need to change the culture of our team. And speaking of changes, do you remember Mike Vrabel? It seemed like he was going to be our next coach, right? Well, surprise! He went to the Patriots faster than a Devin Hester touchdown. That's how crazy the NFL is, friends. But let's get back to Freeman, because T here is something that has me intrigued. This person has achieved a 33-9 record at Notre Dame. 33-9! Do you know how hard that is? It's like trying to win a Super Bowl with the Browns. Almost impossible! And yet, Freeman has made it look easy. Now, let's compare that to what we've had recently. Matt Eberflus, 4-8 before he was fired. Thomas Brown, 1-4 to end the season. It's like comparing a prime steak to dog food. It's not even close. And here is where things get really interesting. On January 20th, Freeman will be in Atlanta, leading Notre Dame in the national championship game against Ohio State. And I swear all eyes in Chicago will be on that game. Because, let's be honest, that game could be the most important job interview in recent Bears history. Imagine this. Freeman wins the national championship. He comes to Chicago with that momentum, that energy, that winner's aura. Don't you think that could be exactly what we need to pull this team out of the hole it's in? But we also have to be realistic. Freeman is young. He has no NFL head coaching experience. Is that a risk? Absolutely. But I ask you, isn't it worth taking that risk if it means we could have the next great NFL coach? And here is where I need you, the best fan base in the NFL, to help me. What do you think? Should we go after Freeman with everything we've got? Or maybe we should consider someone with more NFL experience like Brian Flores or Cliff Kingsbury? Because I'll tell you something, and I want you to listen closely. This could be the most important decision in the recent history of our franchise. We can't afford to make another mistake. We need someone who can bring out the best in Caleb Williams, who can make our defense feared again, who can return us to the glory the Chicago Bears deserve. Is Marcus Freeman that person? Or should we look in another direction? The decision we make now could define the future of our franchise for the next 5, 10, even 15 years. It's that important. So I ask you, Bears family, what would you do? Would you go after the young and promising Freeman? Or would you prefer someone with more NFL experience? I need to know your opinion, because I swear this decision is keeping me up at night. Bears family, we've gone through the hottest news about our team together, and now it's time to hear your voices. What do you think about the possible trade of DJ Moore? Do you think sacrificing his talent for draft picks would benefit Caleb Williams' development? Moving on to our offensive line, which position do you think we need to reinforce most urgently? Guard, tackle, or center? Your perspective is crucial to understanding the team's needs. And speaking of reinforcements, which direction would you take regarding the running back? Would you bet on the young and promising Kyron Freeman, or would you prefer a more experienced NFL? Friends, your opinion is the heart of this community. I invite you to join this passionate conversation. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any analysis. And to be part of this family that lives and breathes Chicago Bears football, make your voice heard in the comments. Remember, every subscription, every comment brings us closer together as the great Bear family we are. Together, we make this channel roar with the strength of Soldier Field. And as always, I thank you for your unconditional support. See you in the next video. Bear down.